Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. In the last episode, we set up the lines and purchased the trains that are needed for the new freight hub system that we've started building. Primarily to carry, well, right now it's only carrying oil and marble. And here is one of the trains that is working on that right now at the marble quarry. And so, I've let things run, as I tend to do a little bit. Paid off the debt we went into to buy the trains, so we are out of debt. We've got a nice pile of cash in hand, and the lines themselves are doing fairly well. Now this one's running in the negative, but it'll go positive when it actually makes a delivery. And the marble hasn't been quite as lucrative as I would have liked. And it's largely because this thing is just not producing enough to feed the trains that we have. Not really sure why we're running into that problem, but we are. And so one of the solutions I thought about was trying to maybe build a second mine over here, because we can build a mine. So I took a look at that and said, hey, well, what would it take to build another mine over here? And the answer to that question is about $40 million. So at least for now, that's going to be a no. That's going to be a no. Double the production output of that mine. Not worth $40 million to me to do it. Then I have to take out a massive loan, and I don't see that as being really worth the time and effort. But the oil is doing very well. In fact, this train is moving more oil than the other train can actually move, because the distances are so much different. So what I did do is I went ahead and made this train a little bit longer so that it can carry more oil in one trip. So I think I doubled it. But I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 15 wagons on there. Not quite doubled. But it's running pretty well. So, we can do a couple things at this point. We can set up a truck route to start transporting fuel from the fuel refinery into the town of Creed here. Because Creed wants fuel, probably among other things. It wants goods, tools, fuel, and bricks. So yeah, it wants a bunch of stuff. But fuel is one of its demands, so we will satisfy those demands. And I think that's probably what we're just going to go ahead and start with right now. And this will be fairly simple. We're just going to do... I'd like to use this, like actual warehouses. Alright, capacity per platform. Oh, that's... Oh, we'll just go with the 324. Yeah, country new. That's probably what we want to do. West entrance. Do we want that enabled? No. Street lanes. No, one's fine. Tram support. Ooh. Do I want it to be able to support electric trams? Yes. Put a wall around it? Sure. decorative assets? I don't think we need the decorative assets. We'll turn those off. Turn around in station. Enabled or disabled? Yeah, we'll enable it. Okay. Now, can trams actually go in there? Right now, this is only going to be moving fuel. But we might move. Now here's the thing, is that don't you need workers? Well, you probably do. The fuel refinery and the iron ore mine. Okay. We can set up the bus routes as well, so let's just get to work on that. Alright, so you will want to set up just a truck unload stop. I think over here will work. And do I want to use trams? I think I will. Now this road is going to get clogged. No, it isn't. Never mind. No, yes it will. It will get clogged eventually, and we're gonna have to replace it with something else. Now, do I want to put the tram depot over here? You know, that's fine. Do that. This is going to be road freight. Read deliveries. We'll call that. And we'll just go with 2 cargo trams. Just 2 for now. Now, what I might also do, because we could, is a passenger bus route to deliver workers to the various factories here. That might be good. All right. And so we're going to want a stop right about there. Stop there. Stop here. And a stop there. All right. And then... well, then I'll want to return there. Pine Street. Yeah, so we want to go back to Central Street before going to 14th. Oh, no. No. That's wrong. There you go, 14th. Okay. Yeah, that's going to involve a goofy turnaround, so I'm going to have to... put something like that in. Is this going to involve a goofy turnaround? I don't think so. Alright. Road depot. I'm gonna put this over here as well. Just kind of keep it out of town. And we'll go with a few buses. Twin coach 44S. We'll get we'll start with 2. Oh, I gotta rename that line. This is going to be a workers line. For Creed. And then we'll give that like a dark red. There you go. And then we'll see how that does. If it does anything. Alright. Yep, you are starting to generate some fuel. Excellent. Train is arriving with a big load of oil. Crude. 1.4 million in the hole. But it's going to make a whole bunch right here. Yep. 4.9 million on that delivery. Alright. So, the next project, I think, is going to be to get this construction materials plant actually up and running, and we need some stone to do it, I believe. And then once we have construction materials, then we can begin delivering construction materials into Creed as well. And probably into Pitkin. We can bring construction materials back here. Maybe branch off a line for an actual, like, freight train to bring stuff in there. And we can just do a small freight train to bring construction materials in there for the time being. Alright. So the closest quarry that we have available without building a new one is over here. Let's call it El Paso, but it's Lubbock. Alright, so the question will be, where should we put the station? And might I want to use trucks to move the stone to the train station before sending it off on a train? That's a question. let's see what we can come up with. Do I need 2 tracks? I don't think I will. But we'll make it a through station anyway. Alright, that's too far away. That's almost 1 million. We could do some fudging with the terrain a bit. That's not terrible. Okay, let's do it. In range. All right, let's see what we can do. As far as smoothing goes. You know, if that's a bit steep, that's fine. And then we would just come out of there and go pretty much directly into a tunnel. Oh, this is potentially dangerous. The flatten tool. Okay, there we go. And then... yeah, we'll end up going straight into a tunnel. How long of a tunnel is this going to be? Alright, let's just try and plug it in directly and let's see what it does. 9 million. And we haven't even selected a bridge type yet. Oh my goodness. No, I wouldn't want to do that. I'm gonna see what that does when I actually build it. You know, viaduct like that. I mean, wouldn't be terrible. That's a bit unnecessary. $10 million. I mean, I could. That's. $16 million. That is a lot of tunnel. All right, let me see if I might be able to make this work a little bit better. Like, we need to get down to ground level, like, fast. We're gonna have to bridge over this ravine here. Now, that just is. Let me just build it. I want to see what that does when it's actually built. I can always delete it. Yeah, that's just not going to fly. Whatever mod that is just not working. I mean, I could go with Earthworks, 510,000, but bridging is going to be a bit cheaper. And I think we'll go with this nice red brick. That should be fine. And that means that all of the lines that come out of here are going to have to use that bridge type, because I'm not mixing bridge types there. Alright. And in fact, let's make this whole construction consistent. Is that the same red brick? I don't think it is. Okay. What we'll do here is we'll make our little crossover over here. Over? Guess that works. Alright, and now we need to start heading down. Or rather, this needs to start heading up. I don't want to tunnel that far. Let's see what happens if I try to plug that into that. $6 million. $10 million. That can Earthworks. So can probably that. 11 million. I don't think we are going to avoid that. Alright, do it. Before I change my mind. Collision? What do you mean collision? There's no collision. May have brought that on the wrong side. Oh well. It should be alright. Alright, let's get the signaling in here. And then a signal right before there. That's a bit of a short distance. It's alright. Yeah, now the other thing I want to do here is... I don't know if I'm going to move that depot, but what I am going to do is put another depot over here. Oof. Yeah, at this point, throwing in the fancy depots is a luxury I really can't afford, so we just won't. Alright, we'll just drop that in there for now. We'll probably move that again later. for the moment. Go ahead and do that. All right, so two things. One. This is going to be train freight. Lubbock freight. That really light color on there. All right, now we need a train. And then we're going to modify this train here. One of the reasons why this isn't making as much money as it could is because it's stopping at these places where it doesn't need to just yet. No, we don't want multiple units. We want the crocodile. Oh, you know what I never did? Never resumed the actual date speed. Whole episode and then the date's just been sitting there. Ah, well. We'll just run it fast for a little bit, try to catch up. Alright, for cargo, we need a gondola to carry stone. 6, 7, 8. We'll do 8 of those. We're gonna need 10 million. Let me just take out a whole bunch of loan and then we'll see where we're at. Alright, and then you are going to get modified. To add 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll add 5 gondolas on there. Alright, let's pay back that 4 million. There we go. Alright, now this thing should sense that it's active, and it does. And we do have stone waiting. Alright, well, let's crank the speed up. Let's get this thing through a cycle. There we go. I don't know if it's anything that we would want. The Toronto PCCA 7 might be interesting. A Russian Class P-36 steam locomotive. Now, is this thing going to pull a profit? That's going to be a question. It all depends on how much. But bricks can go to Lubbock. We can bring bricks through. Well, filled up about not quite half. Now, thing is, This guy is set to wait. Wait until anything is full. Okay, that's fine. So if either it fills up on stone or it fills up on marble, then it'll go. It's got a bit of a wait for some marble. Pay that down some. Okay, looks like the delivery was made. Alright, so you now have some stone. Now, this might support multiple trains. Let's follow this guy, and let's see how much you make when you actually make your delivery. You're 1.5 million in the hole. I don't know why it drops off stuff here. Oh, you gotta wait for that guy. New Haven EP5, a bunch of new gondolas. Alright. I made a pretty decent amount there. Alright, now that is fired up and can produce. Alright, so what I might need to do is set up a delivery line for that into Creed. You have a lot more people waiting there than I had anticipated. Alright then. Well, that's good news. That's very good news. That means that this thing is running pretty full. So let's manage those vehicles and let's clone them. There we go. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and stop here for today. And we'll continue work on this freight system when we come back for next episode. So for now, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.